it won't even show me if there's chat or anything. Um, so I have no idea if there's anybody there or if I'm. Hey, Joe. Okay, I can see it on my phone, just not on my computer. So I may have to go back and forth between my phone. Hey, Joe. Hi, my net. Oh, now I can see some chat. Hello, Sue Bell. Hey, Mr. Giggles. Hey, Miss Susu. Okay, now I can see everybody. Yay! I know there may not be very many people coming in tonight, and that's okay. I know that there is something else going on right now. And I didn't know about it until after right before I was going live. So, I'm not gonna hold it against nobody ever if they don't make it to my live. I'm just happy if anybody shows up and hey Jill, just the fact that you friends are in here, that makes me happy, happy, happy. Um I am still working on my Craftably Christmas truck. I know y'all can't see much, but I've actually completed almost all the truck. I guess there's this part right there is the end of the truck. I am in, you know how we say that we have AB, we're in AB hell. No, 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 no. I'm not, I am in AR 310 hell. I am in AB heaven in this section because it's not bad at all. I love it. Hey Cynthia, how are you doing? Aw, well Jeanette, you make me happy, happy, happy. I have on my, I think I called them winter sky because they kind of look like snow, right? Um, Man, y'all, I forgot to aerate the room yesterday when I was working on some nails, and woo! It was an interesting time for me here, but at least, hey, look, I was all by myself because right now I am all by myself with me and the doggies are outside right now, so you may hear them bark because they not so happy to be outside. But I told them, I said it rained a little bit earlier, and it stopped raining now, but they're still wet. And yeah, I did not want to do the whole drying four dogs at one time because they're you trying to let one of them in at the time. Yeah, that's like an impossibility with them. They just go balls to the walls. um let's see. So it's, you know what, it's okay. I understand. It's for charity. You know what, things happen. People go on top of other people all the time. I don't have an ill will towards anybody whatsoever. I just kind of wish I would have known. If I would have known, I might would have, canceled my life then, and been there to support them. But you know what? I will support them from afar right now. So, hey Naomi, how you doing? Hey Anita, how are you doing? You doing good, girl? I hope so. Um, but it means those people that miss, they can watch it on the replay. It's okay. And those of you that are here, I will interact with you guys. That's what's important, is the fact that I have some people anyway. I know it's wet dog. No, no. Oh my God. And mine. I don't know what they roll in when they get wet, but sometimes I don't think it's dirt. Because I'm like, oh, you got some extra doggy funk going on there, and yeah, it crazy. Um, so it's one of those things that it's like so. Ugh, I can't stand the smell of it, but I got a treat for those of you that are here. I got something in the mail the other day, and y'all, I like flipped out. I like flipped out. I could not help it. You know how I did the season of Spangler with Kara, right? And Randall had done a painting for one of our winners. He also did a painting for myself and for Kara, and mine came. Y'all, he framed it. Look, painting. This is Dagmar, and she's diamond painting. She's doing it with her hands because she's the size of a cat, right? Of a house cat. And so the diamond painting's a lot bigger to her than it is to us. Is that not precious? I can't stand it. And see, he wrote on there, this is an original drawing by Randall Spangler, 2021. Oh, I just, yeah. So to have an original and he framed it and matted it, and it's that, what do they call that? Like that artist framing on the back? Yeah. So this hangs. I have this hanging in my craft room, but I wanted to show you guys because I was just, I told him I was just over the moon happy because, oh, it made me so excited to have that. So I love it. Thank you, Robert. I'm glad you like my nails. Hey, Gwenda, how you doing? I'm glad to see you're here. I know, Naomi, isn't it adorable? So I always get happy when I got packages in the mail. So speaking of packages in the mail, something went in the mail today to you. And Naomi, something's going to be coming to you once I get it finished. um, Oh, thank you, my Nat. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, oh, Jeanette, your grandkids will love it. I mean, because the book is just, it's so precious. I have the book. I have been reading, I've read the whole thing, like actually multiple times. But I thought about taking it up to during the Christmas time to one of the libraries up here, and I thought about seeing if the librarians would be like when they do their story time, like maybe reading it to some of the kids. But I have to get permission from the librarians before I can do that. Hey Bree, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Aw, thank you, Cynthia. You are so sweet. Oh, I had a blast doing that event because I know it's so weird because I do consider myself a Spangler girl because I have almost every one of his. Prior to Black Friday coming out, I had every one of them. And I will be having so now I'm three down now that I got to go get. But I'll get them. I will get them in time. Um, but I had not worked on one because I was waiting for this November event. I was waiting for this one. And I knew that I had planned it so far in advance, but now, I mean, I knew that I was going to love doing them, because I want every single one of them hanging up. But most of my time is spent working on, I'm either doing paintings for events or I'm doing, paintings for gifts. So they're like, this one's a gift. And so like the one I have for myself, which is an Ann Stokes Little Helpers, I have done two sections on, and that's it because I have to get this completed. But if you look, I have this row that I'm on right here. And then let's see if I can do this without making you sick. And then this row right here. And then once those are done, I will be complete with the painting. So yeah. Hopefully that didn't make nobody sick. We went on a little trip. Um you were like a kid when you opened it. Oh, I know. I was all like, ooh, ooh. Like I didn't know. I knew some of the pictures that he was going to have in there. Because he had showed it on the live and everything. Some of them, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. But it's one thing to see it on screen, and I wanted to see it in person. And so when it came in person, and I don't know about you guys, but I love when you open a new book, right? One that's never been opened before. That printer smell, the smell from the printers. Oh my gosh. I mean, like one of my favorite things is I used to do when I was going through school. I used to do this temporary job where it was a seasonal thing that there was a printer, a big place that did printing close to where I lived. And every year they did their holiday catalog. And or someone did their catalog and they sent it through this printer, and so they had to hire extra people during that what they call their season, so that you could go in there and so that they could mass produce these huge holiday catalogs. Oh my God, y'all. That's how come like when I open the book and I get to smell it, it smells like that's exactly what that smelled like. And I was like there. Oh, I loved doing that. It was like so amazing. I know I'm ready for the next one too. So you just framed your Randall Spangler. Oh, I bet it does look amazing. Oh, I will get because obviously the one that I did for him is out in the mail, and he should be getting it before. Which I was hoping, like he may not get his until after Christmas, but fingers crossed. I don't know. It all depends on how the mail runs, as to when it gets there. But hopefully he'll get it. If not before Christmas, like shortly thereafter. So I can't hang mine because mine went to him. But the very next one that I do will be hanging. And so I already know which one that I want to do for my next one. So I'm excited for that. Kara, hey my bestie, how you doing, girl? Oh, you're gonna post it in the group? Oh, good, good. I know, Sue. It's because it's the holidays and everybody is uh mailing things to everybody else. There are a lot of people out there that are still not getting together with family, right? So they're all mailing theirs so that people have presents, or they're ordering stuff. I I did, I okay, here's where I've been bad. I have only bought one thing for Christmas. And it was because it was something that had to be ordered a while back. And so I have it here. And so then, and I kept trying to get my kids to tell me, what do you want for Christmas? And, two of them said money. Danny never would tell me. And so I told him, I said, son, at this point, the thing that you're now telling me, did you tell your grandparents? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, see, then I know they're going to get that for you. So what am I supposed to get you? And I said, are you going to be okay with money? And he said, yeah, I'll be okay with money. So, I have some little suggestions that I got from some people. So fingers crossed that they'll like it. But you know what? I don't really know what to do if they don't. But you just got a card in the mail today. It was mailed 12 days ago, Joe. Oh my goodness. It took 12 days for just a card. Just a card to get in the mail. Oh, y'all, that like freaks me out a little bit because who knows how long it's going to take some of my stuff then. Oh, well, I don't know what to do other than to hold my head up and just pray, right? Just pray that the stuff that I mailed out will get to people because you know I can trust it. I mean, I could have chosen the overnight, but for the overnight shipping, it was like $28, something like that. And I was just like, ooh, that's more expensive than what I was trying to send off. And I was like, no, I can't do that. So your sister mailed out glass jars of whoa. Oh my gosh, I would have been so scared because of the fact that it shattered. See, I would have been so scared to send out anything in a glass, anything. Because as it is, the what I'm going to be working on when y'all see the premiere is uh something that when I send it off, I'm really worried how it's going to arrive. But, I'm gonna bubble wrap it within an inch of its life and just hope and pray. Um, but yeah, I've been enjoying my time here alone. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I miss my kids. I miss my husband. Um, and I'm not able to go to sleep that easy. So like I stay up a pretty good amount of the time until I'm just so exhausted that I can't sleep. Now the funny thing is, and maybe those of you that know dogs and their behaviors might have a clue about this. Our dogs normally sleep in the bedroom with my husband and I. Okay. But for some reason, last night, hey, Lisa girl, by the way, Miss Lisa, you were looking fantabulous tonight in that gorgeous jumpsuit. At first, I thought it was a dress until I saw you walking back, and then I saw that it was this gorgeous. Y'all, if y'all did not see Miss Lisa, Miss Scrapping Like a Lady, y'all need to go back and watch her. She went live before Kara. Um, Go back and check out her video. Oh, this woman is fantabulously gorgeous, and she had on an amazing outfit. So, oof, gorgeous. Um, but what was I saying? Oh, and so last night, I was expecting the dogs to sleep in the bedroom with me. But no, instead, what they did, which is the strangest thing, first off, normally they play in the middle of the night. They weren't playing. Number two, I had one who positioned themselves in front of the back door. I had one position themselves in front of the front door. I had one in the living room on the recliner and one right at the entrance to the bedroom. Um, hey, Jenny Rose, how you doing? So I'm not real sure. Is it possible they just don't like me, even though they act like they love me, or is it because they knew that my husband wasn't here and that they were being protective? What do y'all think? I'm just curious if maybe I'm reading too much into that and they just didn't feel like sleeping in the room with me. I'm a little curious as to if anybody knows a little bit more about dog behavior because I have never had that happen as far as um, because in the past they've stayed outside, but because it is colder, we bring them inside, and ever since we've been bringing them inside, they sleep in the bedroom. Um, on the floor and stuff like that next to us. And this time, none of them came into the bedroom. Okay, so yeah, okay, so protective instincts. Oh, okay, yay, yay. um, so they were watching over me. They were being protective. So, so because I was like, I called my husband and I'm like, I don't think the dogs like me anymore. And he's like, why? And I told him, and he's like, no, they just knew I wasn't there. Um, so, but I guess they were making sure nobody was going to come in and mess with me. So that was all good. Um, now, so they were being protective. That way, if someone came in a door, they would trip over one, and the others would get them as the person falls to the floor. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Hey, Mindy. Hey, Vivian, how you doing? Everything's going good. Everything's going good. um, I'm just talking about how my doggies didn't want to sleep in the bedroom with me last night, but ends up everybody else is saying the same thing that my husband did, is that they were being protective since my husband's not here. They were making sure, and like I said, I told him, I said, well, what about the whole not playing? And he said that the reason that they weren't running around and playing in the middle of the night was because they were on protective duty. And I mean, I'm not kidding. They got to their little stations, and I checked on them multiple times during the night. Not a single one of them would get out of the spot that they were sleeping in. I tried calling them to come sleep in the bedroom. They would come and lick my hand and then go right back to where they were. It was just the cutest thing. Um, yeah. Thank you, Deborah. How are you doing? Since they know the man of the house is not there. Yeah, Mindy, how was the gym? I don't know that you saw my little comment that I made in Kara's live. I said I saw a gym on TV. Does that count as going to the gym? I went there virtually. You know, I didn't participate other than, oh, that looks like that's a workout. Ooh, ooh, go for it. Ooh, ooh, yeah. I need to. We don't have a gym anywhere close to us. I mean, I have to go to there's a gym, what do you call those? There's one that's like, oh my God, it's like it's open all the time. Um, is it Planet Fitness? 24-hour fitness? I don't know. There's something that's over where I work. And so, but in our school, we get a discount. I just haven't ever gone. I'm a little self conscious going to the gym, and it's because I don't, people are going to be like, oh my God, look at her. She needs the gym. And I'll be like, yeah, I need the gym. That's why I'm here, y'all. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm self conscious. Can't guard the house and humans if they're running out. That's true. That's true, Jenny Rose. That's true. Oh no, Mindy, which one has the sticky eye? Oh no, or the icky eye. That doesn't count. Well, I thought maybe, cheering them on in the gym, that would count. Or yeah, I'll just say, hey Mindy, you go ahead and you exercise and I'll count it towards my resume. I'll say that I don't know. I haven't figured out a way of that. Although I exercise, as far as like my exercise is running back and forth down a hallway, because I can never seem to, every time I got to make copies for my classroom, I don't know what it is. I'll walk to go to the printer, come back to my room, to grab something else. I'll go to the copy machine, realize I didn't have enough paper, go back to my room to get enough paper, go back to the copy machine, realize that there's someone on it. So then I go to the other copy machine, someone's on it. So I go back to the original copy machine. This is almost like an everyday thing. I do so much walking trying to get that in, but they tell me I can't count that. And I used to have one of those little pedometer things. But I guess I must have had the cheap ones, because you put it on your wrist, and if you just do your wrist like this, oh, it told me I walked 10 steps. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, and it said I walked 10 steps. I thought, well, how accurate is that? Like, I need one that's accurate. Hey, Diamond Painting with Nicole, how are you? Are you doing good? Good to see you here. Um, so I want to know, like, okay, is there anybody else? Please, please, please tell me that I am not the only one that has waited until this point, and not bought Christmas. Okay. Um, I do feel bad, except for the fact that my husband and we agreed that as far as our Christmas for each other, it's like one gift. I already got him his one gift, and Mindy already knows what it is. My problem, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because he's away, he very likely could be watching the live and not saying anything. So like I would show y'all what I got him, but if he's being Mr. Sneaky Peeky, then that's going to ruin his surprise. But let's just say that Mindy knows what it is, and she knows that he's going to be able to figure it out through his scent of smell, which he might know about what it is, but he won't know exactly what it is. That's my only thing I've got going for me. Jenny Rose, you bought a smartwatch to help hold yourself accountable. Now, my mother-in-law bought something that's a watch, but I don't know how to set it up. Maybe I can give it to my husband. He might know how to do it. Oh Lord, no, yeah. Mine now, you got everybody gift cards. See, Joe. Joe, you want to go shopping for me, Joe? Look, if I had not have been in the predicament that I was in after Thanksgiving, we got into a slight little monetary predicament. I really couldn't do anything. Hence why I didn't buy anything at Black Friday. But not only that, like I literally, it was one of those, y'all, I was looking for some change at one point for gas, because they had delayed our payments on our paycheck. Um, I don't know what happened. There was something that happened with payroll or something, and they needed an extra couple of weeks to be able to get the payroll going. And they told us that we just had to understand. Which, I mean, I did. Hey, look, I understand. It didn't make it easy though, because as it is, we get paid once a month. So that was like crazy for me. Let's see. You just got him Sunday, Minette? Oh, Chris, Christopher, you just got something for your dad today? Oh, but is he the last one that you have to get for? Oh, Jenny Rose, you haven't gotten anything for Christmas? Hey, look, I didn't even put up a tree. Y'all, I showed y'all last Monday. This is my tree. Y'all, that's my Christmas tree right there. It's a Charlie Brown Christmas. Except I can't stroke it because if I do, the stuff falls off because it's that fiber optics. We decided no kids are coming to our house. Even my son has decided he's staying over at his nana's house, and so she has up a tree. There's no reason for me to put up a tree. Um, so yeah, Mindy just needs to rap. I know, no one would tell me what they wanted either. I was just stuck. You don't want to watch judging you all take Christopher. Yeah, look, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Jeanette, he wants the same thing. Pistachios and a pair of socks and a bottle of wine. Well, look, wow, that means he's easy. Hey, J Max, first time here. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Hey, Judy, how are you doing? Oh my God. I I I don't have anybody other than me that likes pistachio. I think I'm the only one who'll eat pistachios in the family because my husband will tell me he doesn't like nuts. He doesn't like to eat nuts. Um but he'll go buy that what do you call it? That big old can of mixed nuts. But he'll go through there and he'll pick out, like, he's the one, he generally will eat the peanuts, but he will pick out the oh, what are those things called, uh he'll eat the macadamias, but he picks out the pecans, he picks out the walnuts, and he picks out the pistachios because now they've started adding pistachios to it. And I'm like, so what? All you want are the cashews, macadamias, and peanuts. And he's like, yep, pretty much. So, yeah, that's what we get. Our adult four will just get a Venmo. Oh, okay. I finally know what Venmo is, y'all, because my students kind of shamed me because they were talking. I don't know, y'all. Okay, I am not completely ignorant. Okay, I have PayPal. I don't have Venmo. And so the kids at school were talking about Venmo. I thought they were talking about a video game system. And I thought, oh, is that a new video game system? Is that what they just looked at me like I had lost my mind? I now know why they looked at me like I lost my mind. Because what they were saying was that they asked their parents to get them um, Venmo and Venmo, stuff on Venmo. And I'm like, that's why I thought it was a video game, y'all. So now I know. Oh, see, there goes Luna outside. She is telling me that she is not happy that she is outside, but she will just have to do it. So, yeah, Mindy, are you fussing about my little tree? That's my tree. Look, I'm not going through the trouble of putting up a tree when nobody but me is gonna see it. Not to mention my dogs, especially since it's finally gotten cold here, and Mindy laughs at me because it's not cold to her. When I say cold, I think outside it's in the lower 50s, upper 40s, I think is what it is right now. So it's kind of cold here. Um, well, Jeanette, the thing is that I would want my smartwatch to lie for me. Could it lie for me and say that I took more steps than I really did? You know? Oh, look, I'm not the only one without the tree. I know. I like. Although Christopher, no, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I can't eat the peanuts though. I am a. I like if I get the can of mixed nuts, I take out all the peanuts because I don't want the peanuts. I want all the other kinds, but I don't want the peanuts. And it's kind of sad because we live really close to a place in Alabama that has a peanut festival every year. And, oh my goodness, my husband, he loves going. And I don't mind. I like rides. I like going and seeing the animal shows. I guess I shouldn't call them shows. It's Okay, any of y'all ever been to a festival where they show livestock? Like they have them in pens and whatnot, and technically they have like little contests on like best pig, best looking cow, best looking chicken. Um, and so they're there. You have the farm animals that you can go and look at, ones that were competing for some sort of a prize. Anyway, so we'll go. I love going to it, but my husband has this thing, and it's not just when we go there, but he loves something called boiled peanuts. I will eat them sometimes. Um, but he would eat them all day, every day, if I would let him. Jeanette, you've got a few diamond painting Christmas ornaments. Hey, I've got one that Mindy gave me last year that hangs in my room all year long. It's a maybe I'll take it down for y'all. I'll show y'all. This is what Mindy got me last year. Hold on. I have to be very careful. So it hangs in my craft room all year long. But this is the ornament that Mindy got me last year. Is that not gorgeous, y'all? Like, is that not me? That's why it doesn't go in Christmas stuff. It doesn't go put up. It gets hung up and it stays in my craft room all year long. And then this is what my mother-in-law went to Hawaii, and this is what I got from she got me this from Hawaii, which is one of those shell necklaces. She knows I like sharks also. So but I just had y'all the coolest Christmas ornament that I have. And it stays in this craft room very carefully and away from anything that can hurt it or harm it. Oh. Hey, Bonnie! Sorry, I've been kind of chitty chatting and I didn't see you at first. Bonnie, how you doing, girl? Oh, I lost my spot. I lost my spot. I always buy the cashews with M&Ms. Wait, they got cashews with M&Ms? No. Oh, Jiro, you got to tell me where you get those from, because if it's someplace that they have around here, that would be a perfect stocking stuffer for my husband. Cashews with M&Ms. Oh, he would go nuts. No, I did not go away, Mindy. I took your advice. I took your advice. I told him that I just didn't want to go, and that And it's a good thing because they're sleeping in a tent outside, and it was 37 degrees last night, and he was telling me how cold it was, and that the tent that they are in is called a Florida tent. It has no roof. There's no roof on the tent. I was like, y'all might want to put one up there in case it decides to rain. And so that's what they're doing now. But so I was in my nice warm house while he was sleeping outside in a tent in 37-degree weather. I love him, but he could have it. No, no. You can get money wired right away. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. The what? That's warm. No, it's not warm. My net, it's 29 degrees. No, 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 no. Okay, see, if I had to choose between 29 and what I have outside, I will stick to what I have outside versus 29 degrees because this chickadee, no, no. You went all out on the year village and everything. Oh, Mindy, I bet you saw some really cool things. A warm 21 degree. No, you people. No. Joe, you don't like pecans? I like pecans. They're not my favorite. Walnuts are my favorite. Well, I don't know. Walnuts and cashews. That one's kind of a toss up. Oh, J Max, then you would love, if you love listening to Christmas music, you would love. Our radio station that I listen to here, as soon as it is November, like the whole month of November and December, it turns into a Christmas music only station. Like, well, I mean, they have the DJs in the morning, but all the music is Christmas music. Mindy says it's 36. Yes, like a 4-H fair. That's what I was trying to think of. 4-H fair. I love those things. Hey, Stacy, how are you doing? Best looking guy. Yeah, Christopher, we got to watch what we say because my y'all. I actually have a funny story about that one. Um, they had this cow, and it had won. I guess like best in show or something like that, and so as the winner, the person who owned the cow, it was a female, had decided to put this little, I don't know, it was like this little weird skirt thing on it as its celebration outfit. I don't understand the concept of that, but they did. And it was this red skirt. And so my husband was staring at inside there. Now, he was looking at the cow. I'm just going to say that right now. He was looking at the cow. He did not notice that there was a woman in a red skirt standing next to the cow, and he said, "Oh my God, Brandy, look at that cow in that red skirt." Um I heard this noise as she said, "I have never." And I looked, and that's when I realized that she thought that my husband was referring to her. And I wanted to be like, no, she was standing next to the cow. Did she not see that the cow had a red skirt on? The cow had a red skirt on. But so, needless to say, my husband now keeps certain comments to himself, or he double checks what he sees around there so that it cannot be misconstrued in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The only thing that he will do is if the boiled peanut people are trying to get people's attention, he will do the calling for them, where they'll be like, "Peanuts, get your peanuts here, peanuts." Yeah, my husband likes to do the loud version of that for them if they're not being loud enough, and then I just kind of walk away and act like that I don't know who he is. But I don't really get embarrassed. I just go, "Oh Lord, honey." Um, let's see. I got to get caught up in chat. Sorry. So glad Stacy's here. Oh, well, get. Wait. That's I know it is me, right? That ornament, Mindy. Minnie knows me. That was perfect. I like Vivian. Yes, yes. I pretty much my favorite animals are the dangerous animals. Sharks, uh, tigers, lions, the big cats, um, dragons. If they're a dangerous animal, most of the time I find them good looking, with the exception of spiders. I am not a crazy fan of spiders, and the only snakes that I like are the python or the constrictors. As far as the others, they might be pretty from afar, but I'm not going to be like, oh my god. But sharks, yeah, y'all, sharks, I love them. I love them. Oh, you found them at Walmart. Jenny Rose, I am going to Walmart and I am going to go find that. Minnie, we don't have a place where you can make your own nut mix. Well, wait, hold on. Are you suggesting I go buy some peanuts and uh cashews and M&Ms and M's and make my own for him? It was you know what? I could do that. That's something I actually could do, and try not to eat it myself as I'm making it, but I'm not very good at that. Oh, you're working and lurking. Oh, you're almost ready for Santa there. Oh, goodness. Mindy, you crack me up. A tent with no, I know, Joe, they call it a Florida tent. It's a tent with no roof. And I asked him, I said, why are y'all sleeping in a tent with no roof? And he said, it's so that you can stargaze. Because, in Florida, generally it's warm. But see, I told him, I said, that doesn't make it a Florida tent because it rains here all the time in Florida. And he said, well, you have a roof. And I said, why'd y'all not put the roof on? And his answer was that because it's not gonna snow. Well, granted, they're not in Florida right now, but it's not gonna snow. And so they figured that they would be fine with keeping the roof off of the tent. So he's actually on his way right now, supposedly, to Walmart to purchase some uh electric blankets for them for outside. I told him, I said, see, I don't know about y'all. I would have found a spot on the floor inside the camper that has heat. I would have slept on the floor to not be sleeping outside in the tent. I'd slept in the kitchen, y'all. I would have slept in the bathroom. I would have found some way to sleep in that warm camper. But that's just me. See, I'm not very adventurous to some extent. So, cashews. What's MS? MS and milk duds. Not a bunch of candy, just enough to get salty sweet mix. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get that. Yes, Mindy, Florida people crazy. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? But look, we're not crazy. We're just eccentric. Okay, we like the stars. I just would prefer the stars from inside of a dome that has heat on, because I'm not gonna go looking at the stars unless it's nice and like weather outside. And for nice weather, I mean it needs to be in the 70s, 60s, 70s. And then I'll go outside and look at the stars all you want. But then you got to worry about the mosquitoes. So they usually, we get that skin so soft. Either that or my husband every now and then will take a dryer sheet, and you tuck the dryer sheet inside your clothes and you rub your body down with it, and that actually does help with mosquitoes. Don't ask me why, but it does. Oh, oh, Cynthia, you don't like walnuts and pecans? Oh no. Costume class. Oh, I'm assuming, yeah, I know. I just felt so bad for him. Not dangerous. Apex predators. Call it. That's right. They are. I like apex predators. There we go. Stargaze. It's not Mindy. Stargazing is gorgeous. I'm telling you. Eccentric equals cracker. I love you, Mindy. Oh, you're too old to sleep in a tent, especially if it's cold out. Well, That's right, Naomi. It's not our fault. Heat fries our brain. Y'all, we get really hot here in the summer. Um, but look, I do like the stars. I like walking in the woods. Um, but like I said, it has to be normal temperatures for me. But like I said, I'll do the skin so soft or off or repellent or something because around here we have a lot of water, standing water, and so mosquitoes still get you. Although they're right now they're not bad because it's cold as of right now. But now if it starts warming up in the next day or two, like it has been, because we had it was 80 degrees here Friday. Yeah, Friday was 80 degrees here. Um, man, I had to turn on the air conditioner in my car, and I said it didn't feel right, and then it turned cold. So, yeah, Jeanette, I would imagine at 21 degrees, no mosquitoes are roughing. It's the holiday. See, Christopher, so you wouldn't like to go? Okay, hold on. Okay, what about glamping? Could you do glamping, Christopher? Because glamping is where it's camping, but it's glamorous camping, right? Yep, mine it. Cynthia, you don't have many mosquitoes in southern Arizona? Oh, I really wish we would. There you go. Stargazing from a five-star resort. Judy, I don't think I've ever been in, well, no, I've never stayed in a five-star resort. I would like to one day. I have it on my wish list that just once, I would like to go to Disney World. And so usually if we go and stay in Disney World, we stay at one of the all-star resorts. Okay. And because we get Florida discount tickets, being a Florida resident. But one of these days I would love to stay in possibly like the Polynesian or the wilderness one, which is like that one's over in the animal kingdom one. Um, but because it's got all, you can see the animals outside, you can see all the safari animals. But there's one, and I don't remember the name of it now. It might be the Polynesian, that actually has where the tram going to the park is like literally, you literally walk right outside the hotel, or a resort. They call it a resort. Forgive me, resort. And you just get right on the tram and go straight into Disney. I don't know why that sounds appealing, but it sounds appealing. Don't have to fight with, people to park. You don't have to, I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of cool to go straight from the park or from the resort to the park and back again. That just sounds like it'd be fun. Um, okay, see, Mindy could go for glamping. Mindy would go for glamping. Yay! Oh, okay, Christopher. So you could glamp in an exotic place. Okay. Stacy did beach campgrounds and so I want to go to California so bad. So if I glamped, I think an exotic place for me that would seem really cool might be like Costa Rica, or I don't know what other, someplace in the rainforest. Wouldn't that be cool? If you could see all these cool animals, I'd love it. Oh my goodness, Stacy, you would sleep under the stars, picnic bench. So, see, as like I said, as long as the stars are nice, it's so cool. Um, yeah, see, Mindy, I can't do the whole timeshare thing, but it sounds like fun. I mean, like to visit there. Stacy, you're going to Disney World in April? Hey, you may have to get up with me because I would love to do that. We love going to Disney World. Florida with glamping. Oh, Joe, if you have never, you could actually afford the all-star resorts because they're, I mean, I managed to save up. Now this was when my kids were young, but I decided to do the vacation all on my own. So I saved up money. I saved up $2,000, and $2,000 got us, we stayed 4 days at the all-star resort. So it was in Disney, where you just got on the bus outside and they took you to the Disney park. um, the $2,000, and that got us. That was for me, my husband, um, Danny, and the three kids, and my mom. And that got us two rooms. Well, technically, yeah, it was two rooms. They were connected with a little door thingy. And I mean, and we got that also was all three parks. So park hopper, and we'd got the meal plan. Y'all, I went all out getting discounts and everything else, and I made it work. It was phenomenal. Joe, you would really like it, I think, if you went to one of those. Any of the Disney resorts have the tram. I want to say it's the Polynesian that it had it right outside. Judy, you stayed at the Wilderness Resort? Ooh, I bet it was gorgeous. Jeanette! Oh, thank you so much. Ah, that's so sweet. A little Christmas present. You didn't have to do that, Jeanette. Oh, mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, Cynthia, you like Disney World and Disneyland? Well, I can only say I've only ever been to Disney World because Disneyland is in California, and I have, so far, I have managed to travel thanks to crafting retreats. I have traveled outside of the South. Prior to going to the crafting retreats, the South was as far as I'd ever gone. Um, but the one during the summer with Mindy, I got to go up to Michigan, and through going through Michigan, um, you know, I went as Mindy says, I went all the way around the tree and up the wrong side of the road just to get to the retreat. She says I have the most inventive way of getting to a retreat that I could possibly think of, because I went to, was it Minnesota? I went to Minnesota to ride with a friend who picked me up at the airport, and then we drove to Michigan. And then on this last trip to Missouri, is it Missouri? Hamilton, Missouri, for the last retreat. Um, what did I do? I I drove to Texas, and then from Texas we drove to Missouri. So we went through Kansas and all that. So I have, as Mindy says, I have an interesting way of getting to and from retreats. Brazil, Amazon. Oh, I just want to see the rainforest like in person. I know, Stacey, I do too. I want to go. And technically, I have a chance if I can convince my principal at my school that it would make for a good trip. And I might actually be able to do it this time. They have what they call an educational experience. They have one actually to Costa Rica. And so, as the leading teacher, and then I would just need to get some other teachers on board as chaperones, the teachers get to go for free. They don't have to pay anything for the trip because, they're chaperoning the kids. Um, and so long as you have, let me rephrase that, you get one chaperone for every so many kids. And if I'm putting it together, or if I'm the contact, then they'll let me go for sure for free. And then I just got to convince some other teachers to go with me, to take the kids, and then get kids signed up. And you want to sign them up like 1 year so that it's the following year, so that they have all year to make payments on the trip. But it is actually a science trip to Costa Rica to look at the habitats and the animals and stuff in the rainforest. And I want to do it so bad. And with this new principal, I might can actually convince him, maybe. Ooh, African safari under the stars. Oh, no, see, that sounds good. Except I would want to get too close to a lion. I would. I would actually want to be right there close to a lion, and then my luck is the lion would not want to be that uh close to me. Yeah, Stacy, you're gonna have to contact me because I think that would be so much fun. We would go and we would have a blast. I know. The All Star movies. That's the one, Karen, that I stayed in was the All Star movies. That one's my favorite. I've done the music one, All Star music, but I like the All Star movies as like my all time favorite as far as the All Stars are going. Oh, Mindy's got to get off the treadmill. Oh, did you walk some for me, Mindy? Did you walk some for me? Oh, Bonnie, thank you. You like these? They're called Winter Sky. Oh, they are so much fun. Now the only thing is that the they're not super smooth on the top, but I tried putting so much top coat on them, but they just don't do. They still look pretty, right? So it's worth it in my opinion. You're headed to see family this summer in Southern California. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to take pictures and let me know what it looks like there at Disneyland. Oh my God, because that would be so cool. You did that in 2018 with both your daughters, Vivian. You stayed in the park, stayed breakfast, dinner included. Yep. We did the like I said, we did the what it's called a meal deal. You get every person that you get the meal deal for, you get a breakfast ticket, a lunch ticket, a dinner ticket, and two snacks every day. That's what you get every day. Oh my goodness. And let me tell you, like you can get quite a lot of food. It is honestly one of the best deals. The only problem I have is that they won't let you do both the Florida resident and the meal deal. Like if you want the meal deal, you have to do regular price tickets, which is frustrating, but so totally worth to get the meal deal because we did not want for food while we were there. It was so awesome. And because we had all the kids with us, this is what Wayne and we were thrifty. Okay, look, we were thrifty because I already spent $2,000 to get us there, right? And we had since that first night that we arrived there, we didn't plan on going inside the park, but because of the meal plan, we had a dinner ticket. Um, but I had already arranged. I had made these reservations like a year in advance, where you could trade in two vouchers for meal tickets instead of one. You turn in two meal vouchers, and you can eat at Cinderella's castle. Now you got to remember, my kids were actually this was I take that back. Danny was not born. This was before Danny was born. I apologize. This was before Danny was born. And so what we did is we turned in that first night plus the night we were going to eat. And we got to take the kids to eat inside Cinderella's castle. So they got to meet Cinderella, we got pictures inside of Cinderella's castle, and then we went upstairs, we ate. The food wasn't wonderful, but you had the Disney mice, Cinderella's mice walking around. You had the godmother, you had Cinderella. It was really, really awesome. And we did eat at a couple of different character spots where the characters come around to you while you're eating. Look, I'm a grown adult. I will be the first one to admit I'm a grown adult. But when I saw um Eeyore, he's like one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh characters. Y'all, I ran up to Eeyore and I gave him a hug. And he didn't seem like it was strange at all that there was a grown woman hugging him. So, yeah, I did that to Tigger as well. Um, and I hugged all the characters at some point, but at least I had a kid with me that you could be like, oh, look, my child wants to. Can I get a hug too? Except for Eeyore, I didn't take the kid over there with me. I just went Eeyore and went straight to him. Um, but it was awesome to be able to do. Um, Sorry, I was looking. Um, the only good time to go to the Amazon is in December. Ooh, that yeah, I bet it would be hot during the summer. I would imagine. Yeah, I know too. I take the long way. Oh, you'll be a chaperone parent. I know. Oh, I've never been to Costa Rica, but oh, you had a monkey jump on your shoulder. Oh my god. I would flip. I would want to pet the monkey. I really would. I know, Cynthia, I'm gonna have to convince my principal. Now, I mean, I'm not a teacher, but you'll be a teacher for a trip to Costa Rica. Oh, Karen, it was your first time. Oh, I bet it was fun. Whoa, my net, you have a friend that owns a safari business in Kenya? Oh, oh my God. Oh, I would love to see those lions, I bet. I know, you do. Don't you, Vivian? You get a lot of food and it's good. Judy, I'm about 9 hours from Disney. Because I'm up in the panhandle. Um, so, it takes me a while to get to Disney, but I don't care. 9 hours really in truth, especially since I drive 9.5 hours to get to Houston to see my bestie Kara, 9 hours to Disney, especially now that the kids are older and they're not because when they were younger is are we there yet? Are we there yet? Or I gotta go pee. Stop touching me. Mama, he's looking at me again. It's those that made the trip longer. Um, but since they're older, they shouldn't do stop looking at me, stop touching me. Mom. The weirdest one for me is, like I said, my son does this whole when he was younger. So, like, we'll pretend this is Jasmine, and he used to do it especially to Jasmine. But he would get right here to Jasmine and go, "I'm not touching you." And so to hear my child scream, "Mama, he's not touching me," but when you hear that for 9 hours, yeah, I was just like, sleep, please, sleep, 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 sleep. um, oh, Vivian, you like Eeyore too? Yay! I'm not the only Eeyore fan. Um, I mean, I like Tigger too, and I like Pooh, but I don't know what it was about little Eeyore that he won my little heart. From the time that I was a little bitty girl, I have just always thought Eeyore was the cutest little thing. Um, and I don't know, he just had my little heart. Um, and and as far as like Disney characters, Disney. I mean, well, Winnie the Pooh is considered Disney characters, obviously, but I also became fascinated with the villains, and I have a picture of Jasmine when we did this trip and we went and ate at Cinderella's castle. Jasmine and Chris dressed up, okay, and because they wanted to be in their Disney attire, and as we were walking to the castle to eat, the ugly stepsisters were outside. And so Jasmine decided to go say, "Hey," and she's younger, but no, I mean she's probably like, oh my gosh, I don't remember how old she was, but I mean she was young. Um, and the stepsisters, you know how they do that little mean little sneer, right? Um, and they were like, okay. And Jasmine just blurts out, "I can scream louder than y'all." And I'm like, "Jasmine," and they're like, "No, you can't." Jasmine's like, "You scream and then I'll scream." And so the ugly stepsisters, they screamed, Jasmine screamed, and I've got the picture of right when Jasmine screamed, they like reared their head back like, oh. So I got a picture of that moment. It was hilarious. Christopher, it's called NyQuil. Be like, "Hey, y'all, I'd be in trouble. Oh, just take a little bit. I know you don't have a cold, but just take a little bit of this NyQuil here." Benadryl. Okay, look, I will admit sometimes I have when they were really young, I'd be like, oh, is that a sniffle? Is that a sniffle? Hey, we need some Benadryl. They got a sniffle. Um, just so that they would sleep. But uh, the only problem that I had is that I have one that is that is bad now that they are older. Um, that NyQuil does not work for them as far as when they have a cold. Um, I have to go get like Theraflu or something like that because for whatever reason, ever since they were younger, um, like kids, the kids, what is that, Dimetapp or something like that? Is that what it's called? Oh no, it was like this grape flavor, and it's when they were kids, and it's like where it's supposed to help with their sniffling and nasally and coughing and all that stuff. It has never worked with Danny. It has never ever worked with Danny. um so NyQuil doesn't work with him either. Y'all, I don't know if it's, he swears up and down that the reason caffeine affects him in the opposite way that it affects me. Like, caffeine will hype me up, which is probably not good. That I drink, oh, I don't know, Mountain Dew, Coca Cola. I love I drink Monsters, and it helps wake me up. If Danny really needs to go to sleep, he will drink a Monster and he will be out like a light. And he says it's because he has ADHD. I don't know. We've never actually gotten him diagnosed, because my mother-in-law refused to let me diagnose him or to get him diagnosed as ADD or anything like that. But I have no idea if that is the truth. If that, I just know that if you give him caffeine, you can expect that he will go to sleep, which is really strange. Yep, Diamond Tap. Okay, good. The grape flavor. Yep. Stacy, you're the biggest dork at Oh, look. Okay. I still sing the Disney songs, even though I can't carry a tune for nothing. Like, I am so tone deaf. It's not even funny. So you would think that I would not like to sing, but I do, especially Disney songs. ADD, drinking caffeine. Oh, okay, so maybe he really actually does have ADHD, because it does. It has the opposite effect on him. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, then maybe that's what it is. Oh, good night, Jeanette. Merry Christmas. I actually am going to be getting my premiere up and going and everything. That's why I don't go to sleep till 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I know. Well, I won't be going to sleep till 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning for a while I'm on vacation. But but yeah, it probably is due to my caffeine that I drink as to why I don't like to go to bed. Oh God, the great flavor. Yeah, seriously, Stacey, I'd have to look at how much it would cost, but I would actually be seriously interested. Lisa, you were the Benadryl queen. See, that's what I wanted. Although I never took my kids on an airplane. Actually, I want to say I don't I don't know if Jasmine has ever been on a plane. They went on a they went on a cruise. I'm trying to think, did they fly to get to that cruise? Danny's never been on a plane. I don't know if it all depends on if Jasmine or Chris flew to go, because their Nana took them on a European cruise for their graduation. And this year, my husband is taking Danny on the cruise. I didn't get to take none of my kids on a European tour, but that's okay. I'm not bitter. Okay, maybe a little. Little I would have liked to have visited, oh, I don't know, London where I could see more than just the airport, or maybe I don't know, maybe get to go see. They went to, was it Switzerland, and they went to Denmark, and they went to all these cool places that I would love to go. But no, I did not get invited. That's okay. That's okay. I can handle it. Merry Christmas, Vivian. Oh, I just saw what time it was. Oh my goodness. So I've just been a talking, locking. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming and joining me, and been having a great time. I always have fun with you guys because y'all are the bestest. Um, but I'm pretty sure Crystal from Crystal's Crafty Creations is on right now, and I don't want to go over her too much. So, if y'all are still wanting to hang out and party, go visit Crystal's Crafty Creations if she is going live right now. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful night. Stacy, get in touch with me. We're gonna have to talk for sure. Um, yeah, they will. They don't remember how they got there. Yes, I am still married. So y'all all have a good and wonderful Christmas, and I do plan on being in my premiere, which I go kind of in the evening on Christmas Day, if I'm correct. So I will see y'all then. Y'all will see me miniaturizing because I want to work on my miniatures. So I will see y'all all later. I will see y'all then. So I hope that y'all all have a wonderful Christmas. And I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye, y'all.